The MMA India Show.
Girl in ages since before COVID.
There you
It's
go.
the UFC.
Yeah, I know. It is. How bad would it be if I just snorted this?
That's Francis. Now we have second-ranked UFC heavyweight Francis Ngannou. First question is going to Caroline Pierce with BT Sport.
Francis, congratulations first off, and just one word, devastating power. I mean, your reaction to that finish and how happy you are with the performance.
Thank you. My reaction about that, I'm happy after 15 weeks of training camp and I would say easy camp, easy fight. It's just great, So I put all the pain, all the suffer in the training camp, and the fight went well.
Well, I've got to say, 164 seconds of work across 4 fights. I mean, that's a pretty easy night at the office, hey?
I don't know, I take everything now how he games, how he comes. I can control it. I walked in there. I was ready for 3 round fight for 15 minutes fight. Obviously, it came out to be a few seconds, and I'm good with it.
Absolutely. Look, you haven't taken any damage at all, really, in the last 4 fights, so you'd expect you'd want to get in there and get back in the octagon quite soon. However, obviously, you want to wait for the winner of Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier with their trilogy fight. Where do you sit with that right now? I mean, you should and probably are next in line for that title shot, but we don't know when that fight's going to take place. Are you willing to sit out and wait in this time, or do you think you'd want to stay active?
Exactly. That's some tough question to answer. I don't know exactly where is my position in the division right now, and that's how I've been feel like in the past 11 months, and unfortunately after this fight, he doesn't solve things for me. I'm still in the same situation, to not know what exactly is going on and what next. Um, I don't know. We're gonna see by next week. We're gonna have some talk with the UFC and see uh what they said.
Would you be happy with an interim title if, for example, this title fight for Stipe and DC was to be pushed back a little bit further than we expect? Would an interim title fight be satisfactory for you in the meantime?
No, no, at all. At this point, I don't care about the interim title. I mean, this even after DGS, I had to. I mean, I supposed to fight for the title, and then they gave me one more fight. I fight. Then why would I go for the interim title? Where is the title? I mean, if they don't have the title in the heavyweight division, then they just have to say they don't have a title and put someone up. I'm not fighting for a bullshit interim title.
Mhm. Obviously, you can't do any more than the spectacular finishes that you've been showing to us. Aside from tonight, I know you fight for more than this, though. You fight for your people back home and to show the people back home that where you come from, you can reach these heights. And I know you're a huge inspiration. What would be your message to everybody at home watching, especially from back home in Cameroon?
I have called them already to check on them, to like trying to send some video to them. I mean, it's just great to see how you can provide a happiness and how also they are proud of you, of what you are doing. You know, obviously I fight for them, but they are also them for me. They are my strength and they are my motivation as well. So it's win-win. it's a good combination.
And some footage you should watch back afterwards. You should watch Daniel Cormier's face. The television camera kind of did a close up on his reaction when you got your knockout tonight. And obviously he could be could be your potential opponent in the future. So I'd watch that back. It was shock.
Yeah, I didn't see that yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna see it.
Now, talking of that, first I want to ask you, who do you think wins the trilogy between DC and Stipe, and who would you like to fight out of the two of them? Obviously, you've had that fight with Stipe before.
That trilogy has to happen first. I mean, I have to believe that it's gonna happen to start to think about it. I'm not thinking about the fight that I don't know if it's happened. It's been almost a year now. I'm not. I mean, I respect both of them. I have a huge respect for DC, even as a person, and I respect Stipe. Um, but I don't believe. I mean, I don't want to think about that fight since it's not happened because everything that he brings to me is just a frustration, you know. But obviously, I would like to fight DC, but the thing is, I want a rematch against Stipe so bad. So um, I would like to fight Stipe first. Then maybe after is DC decide to come back or to fight again, then we will fight.
Well, we don't want to talk about any more frustrations for you, just to celebrate your performance tonight. It was, in fact, spectacular. Thank you for putting on a show for us tonight.
Okay, thank you, Caroline.
Thank you.
Next, we have Aaron Bronsteiner for TSN.
Big question is, after you have such an incredible knockout like that, how can you be so calm in your post-fight interview? You don't have such crazy emotions after that. How do you remain so level?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
Emotional. I was happy.
I was happy,
I'm very happy.
very happy.
Sometimes I express my emotion out loud, like some people. That's just me.
Your last four fights have lasted under 3 minutes total. Do you feel like you're not getting enough in-cage action? I mean, obviously you want to get quick finishes, but are you worried that you're not getting enough time in there?
Honestly, yes. I mean, sometimes I think I should be having more experience by getting a fight who lasts longer. But at the meantime, I'm not complaining as long as what I'm doing or the work that we are putting in is working. You know, at the end of the day, we want the same thing. We want, we are fighting for the same reason to have our hand raised. And then just it takes what it takes, but as long as you get I get a victory, it's okay.
People haven't been able to see your all-around game. How much do you think it's improved over the last few years?
He has improved a lot, but as once again, I can showcase him, but I can showcase it, but it's fine. You know, once again, when I gonna have a chance, I gonna showcase my round game.
All right, thanks, Francis. Appreciate your time and congratulations.
Thank you, Aaron.
Next, we have Justin Barrasso with Sports Illustrated.
Francis, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome. I know you're obviously an incredible fighter, lightning in your fingertips, but wrestling isn't always necessarily known as your strength. Is that the priority moving into a potential matchup with Cormier or Miocic? I mean, this is a great opportunity to show the fight world that you're more versatile than maybe some people give you credit for.
Okay, so let me put it this way. I'm not going there to prove it's not a wrestling match either with DC or with Stevie. It's an MMA match, and these guys has been a wrestle for their entire life. Uh, I'm not going to stop my career and go back to wrestle for 10 or 20 years to come wrestle with them or to come prove a point. I believe that we can have a game plan and then put a good training, come in and come back and win the fight, and that's what matters. I'm not doing. If I would wanted to do wrestling, I'll go do the wrestling, but I'm doing MMA.
And thank you for that, Francis. And did it bother you tonight? I mean, he called you out for a fight. He got you, obviously. Were you surprised that someone would call out Francis Ngannou?
Um, a little bit, and basically someone like him, because to be honest, without disrespect, I hadn't seen nothing impressive from him, and I thought he was very young. He wasn't ready yet for this level, but he called me out, and the UFC uh, wanted this fight to happen, and I couldn't turn down the fight since I haven't fight for a very long time. So I take the fight, but I knew exactly that he wasn't ready for this level. He just felt very confident because he was on a win streak. But yeah,
He wanted you, he got you. Francis, congratulations.
thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Next, we have Jordan Wahlberger from the Horn in Austin.
Francis, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you, Jordan.
Francis, this is now your fourth, knockout in a row, first round knockout. What's changed in your fight since that Derek Lewis fight a couple years ago?
Since that Derek Lewis fight, I think I just understand the game. I just understand that I understood that I gonna go out there and do my thing, and what happens will happen. You can control everything. You can control your training camp. You can control yourself, but you can't control the game. And since that fight, I made my peace because that fight was a follow-up of the Stipe fight. I hadn't. I went to that fight without making a peace with my loss against Stipe, and that's what drowned me down.
You
I
had a
I
obviously,
say, okay, what's happened will happen.
thank you. You had an incredible finish today. Is that how you envisioned this fight would go when you kind of played it out in your mind?
Um, yes, I mean, not exactly because when I envision a fight, I try and envision this fight goes anyway, so it could be like decision or ground game or whatever. I kind of like trying to envision myself in all those situations and how I gonna handle it, because you never know, you can't control the fight. And then I envisioned the fight once. I believe that it's gonna end as I wanted, and it didn't end exactly as I wanted, And all this knockout, I never really like call a knockout. He just came. So let's just be real. Let's just be myself. Expect the best, and let what happens.
Awesome. Dana White yesterday, he doubled down on Stipe and said that, the division has to move on. What's your message to Stipe Miocic, who obviously is a first responder, but who needs to get back out there and defend that title?
Honestly, I don't have a message for Stipe Miocic. I have a message for UFC. The UFC is the one who have the hand on this. It's the UFC call. The UFC decide what's happened. The UFC decided that Miocic gonna fight DC for the trilogy. It's not Stipe decided. So I can't blame him. I don't know why he's not fighting. Maybe he has some argument. Maybe he has some problem that he gonna deal. Maybe he has they are not agreeing with something, which I can't blame me for that. I'm a fighter, so I can understand those kind of things. My blame is to the UFC, not to Stipe Miocic.
All right. Thank you so much, Francis. Congratulations.
Jordan.
Thank you, Francis. Congrats again. You're free to go.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mm.